As a male, if I were to go to a party with a group of friends and then suddenly decide to leave early without telling anybody, I would assume that most of my friends would most likely not think anything of it. The reason being is because since I'm a male, they would think I'd be able to handle myself and take care of myself without a problem. The only thing I would say is they would probably message me at some point during the night to see if I made it home. But other than that, they probably wouldn't have a worry in the world about me getting home safe. I think the significance of my gender is key in their feelings and reactions to me leaving. Because if I were a woman, on the other hand, I would definitely say they would be a lot more concerned, just because women are not able to defend themselves against men as easy as men are able to defend themselves. There's a lot of men out there, especially at bars and parties, that try to do things to manipulate women into going home with them, such as trying to get them drunk, luring them in their car, or possibly even drugging them. So I believe women should definitely be more careful about who they're leaving with at all times, just because it's a dangerous world. There's a lot of dangerous people out there that have evil intentions with women. Um, Question 5: what are the dominant expectations of men and women in your family? Um, I would say the expectations for men in my family are to be uh, providers, and what I mean by that is, in my family, men are pretty much looked at as the head of household. So they're the ones that are working most of the time and bringing in most of the money, and the women are more of the stay at home and take care of the kids, but also work as well. So I would definitely say the women in my family are typically more of the hard workers as opposed to the men, because not only do they have to work, they also have to do all the housework as well. How are these expectations communicated to me? Well, these are communicated to me because that's simply what I've seen my whole entire life growing up. Whether it's my mother or aunts or any other relatives, typically that's how all the households have been maintained. Do I agree with these traditions and views of my family? Um, I don't necessarily agree with them. I feel whether it's a man or a woman, they should have the choice to decide which role they want to take on, whether it's one or the other or both. I've never been a believer in women have to stay at home and do all the housework and take care of the kids. I quite frankly could appreciate a woman who would want to have a career and make something of herself as well as being doing all the things necessary that a mom has to do. And so, with that being said, I definitely wouldn't challenge any of those views, and I think it's healthy, and the best way to go about it is communicating with your partner as to how you guys are going to go about living together and how you guys are going to accomplish all the tasks that are necessary to raise a family.